You challenged us to buy a car for less than 300 quid.
That means I win. Get in.
And here it is, £75 with a Rover 220 GSI. Bargain. To test its endurance, we've driven it from London to Brighton, where it threw a bit of a tantrum.
What's the problem, mate?
Well, you know, we thought that it might have had a bit of an overheating problem.
Yes.
There's no water in the header tank.
Excellent. You're joking.
Now we've enlisted the help of Team RAC to give our banger a bit more bang.
Tell you what, boys, this place isn't half short of heritage.
All famous names. This is an original Mika Hakkinen helmet, double world champion. We got Rubens Barrichello over there, and no prizes for guessing who that is.
What's that in Senna's? These guys have worked with the best in the world, but I wonder what they're going to think about a 75 quid Rover.
Well, we're about to find out. Engineer Albert Lau has offered to give our humble Rover his expert eye.
Well, considering the price of a modern touring car like the BMW we run at Team RAC is about £180,000, it's not exactly what I'm used to working with, but I reckon we can squeeze a bit more performance out of it.
Albert reckons one of the biggest performance boosts we can give our banger comes for free, and that's to put it on a crash diet.
Of course, all the boys down the pub will talk about power outputs, but what we're really interested in is power to weight. And one of the ironies is that in recent years, cars have been getting heavier. So if you want to go quickly, an old car like this isn't such a bad place to start. But first, we need to find out how much it weighs. Now, I reckon 1,200 kilos. What do you reckon, John?
Yeah, that's quite a good guess. I reckon about 1,300.
Well, I think you're both wrong. I reckon it's going to be about 1,152. It's amazing what you can find out on Wikipedia these days.
So who is closest to the official figure then, James?
Well, the car weighed in at 1,152 kilograms.
Oh,
1152,
well,
that's exactly what I said. Who'd have thought
Such a cheat.
Well, John, first things first, I reckon we've got to get rid of all this rubbish out the back.
I think you're right, fella. Carpets, yeah?
Yeah. So I feel like Tim West would
I've got a quid!
Hey.
Get in!
It's another pound off the budget.
So while the boys are busy cleaning the car, I thought I'd introduce you to the bits that, on Albert's advice and given our meagre budget, we're going to fit. And first up, it's these new brake pads. When you take to a circuit, the first thing that goes is the brakes. So these should ensure that it stops as well as it's going to go. We're going to improve the engine's breathing with a new air filter. If you improve the air into the engine, you improve the combustion, and that in theory gives you more power.
That can go, don't need that. It can go.
I had a bit of money left in the budget, so I invested in one of these. It's an exhaust back box, and while it won't improve the performance, it won't half make it sound good.
After its crash diet, it was back on the scales. The result, a saving of 93 kilos. Not bad. Time to add the performance tweaks.
We'll get rid of that. So how much difference will fitting something like this actually make?
Well, basically the air's going to be a lot easier to come into the engine, and it's just going to be free flowing, so it's going to be about 5 to 10 horsepower.
5 to 10 horsepower, so it's going to make all the difference.
Next up to receive an upgrade are the brakes.
How much difference does fitting new brake pads to an old banger like this really make?
These pads should make your stopping distance a lot shorter, so you'll be able to give it that little bit extra on the track.
Last of the late breakers.
Yeah.
Last up was our bad boy exhaust. It won't make the Rover go any faster, but it might make it sound more like a proper touring car.
Right, so this is a 2-litre inline-4 BMW engine on the Team RAC touring car. It'll make about 275 horsepower in race trim.
The most important thing is, how does it sound compared to ours?
Well, let's have a listen and find out.
Okay. Wow, so I think ours will sound just like that. What do you think?
Oh, I think so. Let's go find out.
Okay, come on then.
That sounds amazing!
Hey, sounds really good. You boys have done a really good job.
Well, thank you too for all the hard work. In fact, we've been so inspired by what you do here that we've made a decision.
What's that?
We're going to race it.
Excellent.
Next time we head for the hills in our 75 quid Rover. Well, Chelsea Walsh hill climb to be precise, as I go head to head with British touring car star Colin Turkington.